Hi, I'm Lisa Giacosa and I'm at the moment.
I think where it gets really interesting now is it's the intangibles that are interesting. Bringing AI away from the cloud into your hand, bringing it into more of the things that we do day to day, and making AI more tangible.
Wow, I have definitely zigzagged not only the globe, but also career opportunities. I like to think that I've always gone where the interesting work is happening. So I've always been on the path of, success is redundancy. I've always tried to be on the cutting edge of things. And then as things start to roll and things become, established process, move to the next thing. And I always say to my mentees, ensure that you get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I'm at that moment right now where I'm eating my own dog food and I am, transforming and looking at different opportunities with AI and all the great unknowns. So I'm definitely eating my own dog food. At the moment, Publicis and Spark Foundry are really at the cutting edge they continue to be at the cutting edge of data and also AI and being able to connect consumer experiences holistically across every platform. Where I get super excited, and especially around Spark Foundry and our brand promise, is that we started out as the smallest, scrappiest agency within Publicis Media. We're now the largest media agency within Publicis Media, and we've maintained that scrappiness in terms of how we go to market. So we like to talk about how we have the spirit of a startup and the soul of a powerhouse. And you still see that scrappy nature. So even C-level executives within Spark Foundry will roll up their sleeves and get into the work, get into the client relationships and get into doing the day-to-day, as well as having that higher level strategic vision as well. So I think that's really exciting. And when it comes to Publicis, you mentioned we had another fantastic year. We keep saying that, we're gonna get to that point where we're gonna stop growing, and it hasn't happened yet. So it's super exciting to work for a company and people like Artur Sadoun and Dave Pensky who like to invest in the future and invest ahead of the curve, whether that be influencer or data or AI or any of those other spaces like commerce, where and how we connect all that together is where it gets really exciting. I talked before about how Artur Sadoun and the executive leadership team at Publicis is investing ahead of the future. And we've really put that into play at a very early stage at Spark Foundry. We were one of the first to take data and really truly build audience strategy, lead with audiences, understanding that, it's not a mass audience anymore. It's multiple clusters of different sizes of audience that make the mass. And also understanding how we can be much more personalized to understand the part of the journey that someone's in, whether we should make something shoppable immediately because they're ready, or whether we make it a different path to build the brand. And so using data to inform audience strategy and then the consumer experience has been really critical to how we go to market for all of our clients. Okay, you said to get spicy, so here it is. I think that we saw an incredible amount of layoffs occur in the last quarter of the year, and more to come. I love AI. I believe it will do a lot of the work, but not all of it. And so I think we're going to have to see a lot of people coming back into the industry, maybe not in the same roles, but I do think we'll see a bounce back in the industry of more people getting more roles back in agencies as well. So I would tell her it's all going to be okay. You don't have to be a creative to succeed, because I used to think that I needed to be solely in the creative agency to succeed, and I love media from the outset, but I think I thought that I needed to aspire to be a creative in order to succeed in media and advertising and marketing. And you can be creative without being a creative, is what I would say, and data is the most creative thing in the world anyway. It unlocks a lot of stuff.